package opening. This one is from a Reddit user, Levi325. Contacted me and reached out to me because he had bought a few of these locks and wanted to know if I wanted one. And very kindly sent me one. I offered to trade him and he said no, he just wanted to send it to me. So very, very kind gentleman. KABA. I don't know if you can make that out. KABA Gemini. Oh, well, I'm going to do the same thing I always do. See what it does when I put a pick in it, but I'm not going to work on this very long today. This is more just to get a feel for how this compares to, you haven't seen it yet, but I have a Sergeant Queso, well, I don't know how you say it, but that I bought as a red belt lock because I'm working towards my red belt. It was the first red belt lock, and I have been working on that thing for a couple of weeks now, and I have gotten nothing out of it. What the heck did I use this tension wrench for that I twisted it that bad? This thing is rather tight in there with the wording they've got. Yeah, so there's pins down the right side, pins down the top, and pins down the left side. And a heck of a lot of them. I don't even remember how many total are on one of these, but there's a lot of pins in there. And the Sergeant Queso is a pain. And it doesn't have all this warding. So this just complicates things even more in this lock. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I can tension it without blocking off keyway access. I think we've definitely found the limit of my skill, if you can call it that. You get to these really high pin count. Really tight locks. As tight as far as tolerances go. And I got nothing on them. pick I'm using here is actually the finger pen pick I made for my Primus. Because my dimple pin picks I need to thin down more for something like this. So many pins. It's hard to get from one to the other without bumping something else. Probably oversetting. Letting off the attention, seeing if anything was going to drop. But I didn't hear anything, so either I don't have anything overset, I didn't let off enough tension, or something's overset and it's like a spool and it's trapped. Man, the difference between set and overset on these things is so minute. At least with this one there appears to be a clear binding order that I can work off of. Sergeant Kiso, the tolerances are so good on it. You get 5 or 6 all binding at the same time. The pins have a nice cone shape on the end. So instead of actually pushing on them, I'm more using the pick and brushing against the cone shape to just give them a light tap back. And that seems to be working to at least get some of them set. Some clicks out of others. It can be a real trick getting to the top pins though without knocking the side pins all over the place. What's down there? I didn't know there was a bottom row. Are those real pins or are those key control pins that I don't have to worry about? Or are they just gaps in the wording. Maybe just, it looks like it's just the wording has gaps in it. Yeah, they're not actual pins. Okay, good. I was about to freak out. No more pins. No. Enough. Okay. Alright, I call it. This thing ain't coming open today. But, unlike the queso, this has a screw. Queso is, actually, hold right there, I'll be right back. Alright. Oh, this is my attempt on the queso to determine which pins were actually being used, because this is a master key. Not all of those cuts actually align with pins on this lock. That's every potential space that could have a pin, and it's drilled. So it's very confusing. And this one might be, because I don't think there's quite that many pins in here. I didn't feel all of those. So this may be a form of master too, but not quite as intense. Anyway, on the queso, you have this roll pin that holds the whole core assembly here into this housing, and then there's, from what I understand, another piece you have to drill out to get the core out of that, where this one has a set screw. I am not going to gut it right now, but I might look up a few videos and see if I can gut it and progressively pin it. Because if I can learn on this one by progressive pinning, I might have a shot at this one. Because I have nothing on this one so far. Absolutely nothing. But what just amazes me is how perfectly smooth they operate. How difficult they are to pick, but how wonderfully they operate. Ooh, did I screw this one up a little? Uh-oh. I said something was stuck in there. But again, same thing. Nice and smooth. You can see on the Sargent there is no warding whatsoever. It actually opens up in the middle. There's lots of room to work. Still can't get that sucker anywhere. this one is much more restrictive. So all right, that's all I got for you today. Thanks, Levi, for the lock. I'm going to keep working on this, and with any luck, here in a little while, I'll have an open and gutting video for you. But I don't know how long that'll be. So thanks for watching. Keep it legal.